it's Jana. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I have a D&D session to share with you. I've done different videos about game nights in the past, but this is more of a playthrough of an entire session. This campaign we've been in the midst of for about 3 weeks now. This is the 4th session of this adventure, so you're kind of being thrown into the middle of it, which is kind of great. We've been building up to this point, and we are finally going to meet the Red Tide, which is this really big army that has been invading the lands, raping and pillaging everyone along the way. So it's kind of an intense moment. So you're welcome. Let me just go over the characters. Carrie is playing a character named Balthazar, who is a Dragonborn. Ian plays Desmond, who is a mage. Andrew is playing Jandar, who is a half-orc. My character is Ananoras, and she is a woodland elf. And of course then my husband is the DM, or the Dungeon Master. Thanks again for coming back to my channel. I hope you guys really enjoy this, and leave any comments if you have any. We'd love to hear from you.
What?
Is anyone badly hurt?
Not really.
I couldn't, my life total sort of got, like, pushed off of here, so I think I was at 26. So
I was re-healed.
I'm only, did we wanna, like, maybe detour to that other town before we head straight back, just to see how that town's faring? The other town that has a bridge that they could cross?
See how wide.
Just an idea.
That's what I would think so.
No.
Because we kind
of... Go back to Wummelsdorf.
You may.
Go back to Wummelsdorf, please. We must hurry and haste. We must be prepared. We must hold the line at Wummelsdorf. We're being overrun. Look!
That's pretty good though. That's a 15. So I just wanted to explain this. This is the health of Wummelsdorf, or the state of Wummelsdorf. And so when it's at 30, it's like it's in good shape. When it's at 0, it means it's broken and we will have lost our campaign.
Here's the map.
Okay.
We
decide.
had to defeat a 2-headed giant to get 3 points on this. 3 points.
So this is where you know they are at the river.
Yeah.
And then this is another bridge.
Yeah.
That's the only other bridge.
I'm just saying, if we went like this way, it's still not even that much farther.
We're just going a little bit of a roundabout way.
Right?
Because like going that way, it's like still in the...
checking. We don't have to stay
Didn't they send us out here to scout where the Red Tide was? If we say they're Blanton's Leap and then they all come for this bridge, we kind of just failed completely at what we were supposed to be doing.
All right, we'll go. We will go.
Towards the end, you said that we
If we
noticed
get-
it was glowing.
I hope that you're right. I hope
How
that we
about-
won't find ourselves fighting to get back into
How about this?
Wummelsdorf.
We only have to get a mile from the bridge and I can send Mort. And
Yes,
Mort can go
true.
scout it out.
Okay, we'll
But
send
we
more.
have to get a mile from the bridge because otherwise I can't.
Okay. So you guys push your horse.
The bridge is fine, so we decide to go back to Wummelsdorf. We get there and it's super early in the morning, and we touch base with Captain Sobard, who is the guy that sent us out to scout where the enemy was in the last session.
All right, you talk to Sobar. He's waking up for the day and getting ready. And he greets you. He says, "Welcome back so soon."
Indeed. We've unfortunately had a run-in with the Red Tide in Blanton's Leap.
Oh dear. Tell me all.
We were trying to cross the bridge to get across, and there was quite a few peasants in our way, and we had to barrel through them, and as we were crossing the bridge, we were attacked by some riders. And we held them off and barred the gate, and then they broke down the gate with a giant?
I believe it's called an enter.
I don't know, he had 2 heads.
Bert and Marty.
And then we killed said beast, barred back the gate, and
came headed back this way. Also, we're very tired. Can we take a nap now?
Oh yes. You may use
May
the
we
barracks.
rest till the.
You may go to your
coming-
usual room, but try not to sleep overly long. The city it's in quite a state, and we have a lot to do to prepare for this siege. I'm afraid the brave men at Planton's Leap will not be able to hold them back long,
Yes.
from what I hear.
Okay. Sounds
Has there
good.
been any news of my brother?
Your brother? No.
Has he returned?
No, he has. I've not heard of any noble elf coming through here, but you might talk to some of the refugees.
I get up early and I go
After you guys
ask
left
questions
our town,
of the refugees
the old
to see if I can
Tiefling
figure out where my brother
and
is.
all of us tried to hold back the horde as much as we could, but it was a hopeless cause. But Oraz and I left. Oraz insisted on going to the Watched Wood, though. I told him that was certain death as well, but he insisted he had to go to meet up with someone. And so I continued to flee with my family and those that were left in our village, and we just barely escaped.
Oh my, oh. That's troubling to hear. Not very British right now. It's very troubling to hear. My roleplaying takes a little bit of time to warm up, as you can see.
A loyal friend.
Thank you. Where is the Watchful Wood? Oh my gosh. Far away. It's really far away. Alright.
If you
Well, then I'll go.
if you want to know about the Watched Wood, you may roll for history.
I try to learn more about the Watchful Wood to no avail, and I've discovered no reason why my brother would go there.
No one
I
here
want to
would
know more.
probably know much.
Okay.
But okay, so you, we'll say since you used an ability to do that, that was like you found the half orc within a half hour, so you still have some time before they wake up. So if you want to, there's several things you can do to help prepare for the siege. I say when you wake up, we'll pretend that Captain Sobar has told you that they're really short of men, and he expects you guys. He's hoping you guys can help defend a section of the wall when it comes to that.
Oh, okay.
So there's some things you can do to help prepare your section of the wall if you want to.
Okay.
So you can start gathering tar onto the wall. There's a ballista, but it's all in pieces in storage.
Do you mean like just like a barrel of tar?
Yeah, so like
Okay.
tar that you could throw over the wall.
Alright.
Or there's a ballista that's in a bunch of pieces.
Okay.
But it
We
could
need
be
to fix
it might be
that.
really useful if you could put it together and put
Okay.
it on the wall. Or you could just carry up like extra arrows and ballista bolts. Or you could try to like fashion some kind of wooded shelter to help against potential barrages, arrow barrages.
I'll see if I can get some tar.
Yeah?
I'll have to get someone to help me.
Alright. Well, you see a bunch of people. There's people all over working, and they're all working on different parts, but there's it's not hard to find the tar. It's super smelly. Big cauldron of.
Are lots of people getting tar?
Yeah, they're going like. There's some
It's like
people
a
getting
tar party.
It's a tar party. So just roll for athletics. Do an athletics check.
You can't do a stealth check.
I don't think that's gonna help you.
Stealthy tar gathering. Okay.
No one must see me.
Well, great. It's an 18.
Alright. So
So I'm very athletic.
that's successful. You managed to.
Oh, +2, so it's 20.
Okay.
I was thinking of acrobats, but I do have +2 athletics.
Alright, so you managed to gather up, like in the time it takes for them to wake up for the next couple hours, you work at taking tar up, and you managed to take up like 4 gallons of tar.
I'm so awesome.
You got
Alright.
lots of tar up there now.
All the other characters wake up, and then we get off track completely. I like it. I'm excited.
Alright, just tea for sure.
Jana,
Yeah.
I know how you were complaining about how your female minis always have exposed bits
Yeah.
and such. I bought one yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's like this gladiator girl, and I was like, oh, she looks really awesome, and she's got like plate armor, wearing a thong.
Nice.
And obviously,
back
when you
of
see,
her.
yeah, you couldn't see the back of it in the packaging, and
I like looked
so
her up
funny.
later because I was like wondering how other people painted her, and yeah, I realized her butt is sticking out, and I'm like,
She's kind of like a mullet, I guess, like business in the front, party in the back.
we probably need more help.
probably.
We definitely need more help. We don't really even know what we're up against, other than what we've seen so far, which is horsemen and an Enten.
Yes. Remember also, I do have the whistle. If we do get overrun,
Indeed.
we can retreat.
We could retreat back to Wilmersdorf.
Again.
Again.
Wilmersdorf.
Let's talk to Captain Sobar and tell him
How many
of our plight and what he would who he would give us to.
What if
Take the tower.
Because
Take the
Captain Sobart seems to be rather
Practical.
practical and quite low on the stature of things. Why don't we go talk to the High Priestess?
Yes.
That was Balthazar smacking you.
Sounds good to me.
It's not hard to find her. She's in the Grand Cathedral, making preparations. She and a bunch of other of the mothers and fathers of the church are trying to deal with the refugee crisis as much as possible.
High Priestess, we were just from Blanton's Leap, and the red tide is at the gates of the city. And what should we do?
Okay, so at this point in the story, we know that we have a little bit of time before the enemy is going to be at our heels, and we're not sure. We're all a little anxious to get something done, but we're not sure which direction to go in. And this is just what you run into with D&D. It can, especially if you have a good DM, that leaves it open to choice, leaves it open to the players to figure out what to do next. And essentially, there's two options. We can either focus on the tower, getting back to Desmond's tower, and that seems like it may be an important thing to do, or we can focus on our section of the wall and really fortifying it and being prepared. And as you will see, we just do not know. We ask a couple different people.
Ease your dilemma somehow.
That would be very helpful, because if we have to return to Wilmersdorf, we can still return to Wilmersdorf.
It is very important that we guard the valley and the rest of the country. I agree with you. It's also very important that we guard the city and prevent it from falling.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes sometimes. You're just not sure what the DM's going for and what's going to be your best action to take. And sometimes there's just a lot of discussion involved.
Afraid these things would be beyond your knowledge.
Well, thank you for all your help. Let's go talk to Captain Sobar. We did get a new spell upgrade, so that was good. Yeah. Let's go. What should we do? Should we just go and
I think we should
make some choices, or
I think we should go to I think the time for what is that?
dilly-dally?
Yes, dilly-dallying. Since I am the keeper of the figurine, I must go to the tower.
Makes it feel really important.
And I feel I think it's a good choice if we all go, but we need as many people there as we can safely spare.
I say we should go at least look at how the preparations have come and see if what we can do at the tower to help more fully prepare before the red tide has
Yes.
come.
Like we would be better served to guard the tower.
Yeah. All right. So, shall we go as
Yes.
the United Tower and Shield and tell Captain Sobar what we think we should do?
Yo, I concur.
Are you okay,
Alright.
Desmond?
So we go.
Okay.
We'd like to find Captain Sobar.
All right, you find him. All reports the red tide's coming out of the south, and your tower, I believe, is in the north. So it makes sense to me that they will hit the city before they hit your tower, will they not?
But if the shield is activated, if we
They
have the shield
can't
activated, they
surround the city.
So
They can
we
only
might-
hit you from one direction.
So I think they would probably go to try to stop the source of the shield, which would be the tower. And given that I am the guardian of the figurine, I don't want to leave it.
You do what you think is best.
Okay.
Would you support us? Would you support us in our
Choice.
decision to
My job
fight
is
for the
to-
tower?
is to guard this city, and I have not even 300 men to do so. Trained men.
Very good. Oh, we wish you all the best. And we will fight. We will fight with you. We are fighting with you to help protect
And
the
remember,
city.
if we do have the whistle, so if the tower is overrun, we can come back and then we can help you.
Would you be able to keep Mort with him, and then you could?
No. It'd be over a month.
Maybe what we should do is stay with the city as long as we can, and then teleport with our magic whistle to the tower when we see the need is great. And
I
that
feel
way,
like that's how the
Need-
spell was altered for.
what do you think? That way we
He's
can.
gonna say the thing about him being a guardian of the token.
So
again.
yeah, he must stay.
But we finally come to a conclusion. We decide that the guys are gonna go check out Desmond's wall, and so Balthazar and I decide to put together a ballista as part of our defending the section of the wall.
50 widgets.
And then we kind of run into some trouble, so I decide it might be good to try and persuade
So we have to keep
another person to try to help us.
a carpenter,
that you see.
a handsome
I'll say that
carpenter,
you
and I can woo him.
Yeah,
What with the mullet?
see a short hobbit and working on some
Oh.
things. And go ahead, you can try to persuade him to help you.
All right.
You're rolling to persuade.
18 plus 4. 22.
All right, 22 is pretty high. I'll say he doesn't seem happy about it because it's like, lady, I have things of my own to do, but because
I'm so persuasive.
how do you
Okay.
what do you say to try to persuade him?
Well, I tell him that we've reached the height of our ability with the ballista, and we just need a little bit more help.
All right, so he agrees to help you, and he gets you started. He gets it most of the way completed, but he's called off, and you guys have to finish it.
Okay. So how
And
much
you
more
have
do
time. You have time to roll one more time.
11. Come on. Belt.
Oh, that's even worse.
Did we belt it?
What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Okay,
I'm
you
very
guys-
bad at this.
You guys just barely got it built.
Yes! We built it.
Whether it's built very well is questionable, but it seems like it'll operate just fine.
If it'll work. I
You
don't load
two,
it and it
by this
crashes.
time, make it back to the tower, and you see a small band of dwarves busily at work. They've only been there a short while, but in that short time, they've managed to construct a wall that's about up to their chins around the tower. So
That's not high if it's a door.
it's not very high, no. But they're working as fast as dwarvenly
I
possible.
was just teasing.
Well, I don't care. I'm not.
Good dwarves.
They're not dogs, man!
No!
Tap them on the head as well?
Offended right now.
He's like, good dwarves, as in good men. That's what he meant. That's the way he said it.
One
Yeah.
looks up at you. Oh.
We are
You
here.
want-
We are here to check on your progress on the tower.
Check on our progress, you say. What do you know about stone building?
Not much, but I carry this eye thing that will activate the shield that will protect the.
Yes, you're the reason why we're here instead
Yes.
of helping our families in the city.
I guess so.
Well, I suppose it's a good enough reason.
Yes.
Well, you have eyes, don't you? You can see how far we've come.
Yes.
It's going to be at least a week until we get this thing in any kind of defensive order.
What do you think, Desmond?
Do you all know how to sing? Maybe that would help you work faster.
He just like curses under his breath and goes back to work.
This is my tower. I am a baron now.
So racist.
I never said Desmond was a good person.
Desmond, why don't you send your raven, is it? Or the out and
Hawken.
just scout around. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. I informed Mort that he should fly up in the air about 20 feet and poop on his head.
Oh no.
Roll for dexterity save.
Oh no. Okay. Natural 1.
You get pooped on.
What was that for? Did you tell him to do that?
What? That wasn't very nice. We don't poop on our friends. Very sorry about that. I would like to, just fly Mort around a little bit and make sure that I don't see an approaching army or anything.
Nope, you see people. It seems like this townspeople have been warned, but instead of going to the city, they're kind of going further up into the mountains. So you see people taking wagons and donkeys worth of provisions up into the mountains.
Do any of these people look like they could hold their own in a fight? Like I can maybe persuade them to come help guard my tower?
There what appear to be some trained. I don't know if your raven would see this, but I'd say when you walk through the town, there's some men in some sort of weapon fashion. There's not many though. There's just a few.
Would you think
Guard
maybe
type.
we could hire some of these townsfolk to help protect the tower
Maybe.
while these dwarves are working and all else? I am a baron now. I suppose I'm allowed to tell people what to do around here.
I guess we could, yes. We can try. Should I-
Dear men, champions, if you will. I have just recently taken over the Veilguard Tower over here, and it's going to serve a great effort in the war to fight back the Red Tide, but we need strong young men like yourselves to help defend it. Or we could all be in a dire situation. Would you not help out your king, your countrymen?
Your tower, and who might you be?
I'm Desmond of House Leodric. This is Leodric's Tower, or as you may call it, the Veilguard Tower.
I don't know of any House of Leodric around here. We are the men of Earl Tristan Sheldon, and we are under his command.
Earl Tristan, huh? Listen, me and the Earl. How do you like living under the Earl? Is he a good Earl?
He's as good as any other.
Well, I'm a better baron.
A baron? You're just a baron? My great uncle's a baron. My father's cousin on my mother's side was a baron. And, well, there's lots of barons. He's an earl.
Well,
Might be on the verge of a great and deadly war here, and any help that you could offer would be greatly appreciated.
We are aware. That's why we're assembled here like so.
Can I
At
make a...
order of the Earl Tristan.
go ahead.
Listen, if you don't help us, there will be consequences.
I roll for intimidation.
Okay. 8.
Well, good sir, you do realize how nobility works, don't you? We are servants of the Earl. We serve Earl. Earl Tristan. Your man there is a baron. He has no say over us. Now,
Where
be gone with you before we teach you a lesson.
Where is your Earl?
Well, he's in his keep, of course.
And where is this keep?
It's right over there. That big stone building.
It's not that big. I've seen bigger keeps. I'm just saying. Let's leave these peasants
Yes,
to their
yes.
toils.
Bigger than your tower.
That was pretty good. I got that right.
Oh yeah, you were real intimidating.
Yes. Yeah, and I also I swipe up another bit of bird crap. I try to be intimidating, but I think it's because I've lived among monks and humans too long. But I think I've lost some of my natural.
You do seem very
Aggression.
human.
Do I? Ooh.
Yes, you're the Baron.
Jandar
Are you not?
and Desmond
Baron
go speak to
Desmond.
the Earl, and he very rudely explains to them that if Wilmsdorf falls, the tower is useless. So, after some discussion and deep banter, they decide to come back to Wilmsdorf to help us.
Don't you know that when you activated that... And if you have any balls about you, I'll see you at the gates of Womelsdorf fighting. But I highly doubt I'll see you there, hiding in your tower.
What do you think?
I say we go hide in our tower.
By the time you get back to the city, it's really dark. It's been dark for a while.
Yeah.
You find these two resting from their hard labors.
You want to check it over?
These two are...
Can I make an intelligence
Go ahead.
check
Just like
to see if I think they put the ballista together correctly?
so, like when we try and fire it, it doesn't like explode at
Sure.
us.
I'm an intelligent guy. I have a +7
What did you call it?
or +5. That's a 17 +5.
Whoa.
22.
Alright, so you observe that the ballista is put together properly. But you also observe that they have no ballista shots. So they have nothing to shoot out of the ballista.
So, what do you plan on firing out of this fine weapon you built?
Your big head.
Probably not the best idea. Maybe tomorrow, after we all get up, we should fetch some ballista ammunition. And we've decided, in our infinite wisdom, me and Jandar here have decided that it would be best if we indeed protected this section of the wall. As if Womelsdorf falls, there's no point in having the tower.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Also, we
In your impotent wisdom, you
In our
came to that
infinite wisdom.
conclusion.
Of course.
Well,
Both of
thank the heavens for that.
Alright, so the next day... Well,
Next morning, I rise early and I go outside the Wilmsdorf city walls to see what I can see.
Yes. Roll for perception.
Okay. Perception. Okay.
Me too.
So this is 13 plus 6 is 19.
Okay. So you don't see anything. You don't see anything that has to do with your brother, but you do notice a great big haze south of you. And you notice that the gem on your dagger is starting to glow a bit.
So I run into the center of the city, look at the tower, and see if I can see an army approaching, and I do, and I get to sound the alarm.
Alright, so you raise the alarm,
Alarm!
and pretty soon other people are up on the wall, and they see it too. And before you know it, all the bells are ringing, and the city's in a bustle, and everyone's panicking, and the people that are outside the walls are trying to get into the walls.
I'm assuming we all got woken up by the bells and stuff.
Sure, yeah, you guys got woken up.
The city's in an uproar. We need ballista bolts.
We
Yes.
need ballista bolts.
Alright, you still
Right
Ballista bolts!
they're in the distance. You have time to
We
prepare.
probably have a little
I
bit
run
of
over to
time.
grab some.
Can I
I run
I'm
up
gonna-
to you guys like, guys, we need ballista bolts.
Yes,
Ballista bolts.
go get ballista bolts. I have an errand to run quickly. I will join you on the wall shortly.
You
Where are you
always
going?
have an errand to run.
I need to remember you let me
Yes.
borrow some
Yes.
gold last night.
Yes,
I
of
have to
course.
go spend it.
Yes, okay.
Quickly,
Yes, go,
quickly.
go.
Is he gonna bet against who?
Quickly. Can I go find a tailor, please?
Oh.
Sure.
Okay, I will give you 6 gold to get me this outfit, Baroness. The
So,
nicest,
Desmond,
certainly
in
something
only the
better
way
than
Desmond
Earl
would,
Christian
decides he
would
needs a
wear.
new robe for
So you
the
take
battle,
my
and he
gold
goes
and
to
you
find a
stop
tailor
my
while the
outfit.
rest of us stay behind
I
and
will.
figure out how
do
to
it right
get
now,
ballista
alright?
bolts for the ballista.
That's right. I've got some green fabric and
Yes, good stuff. I'll tell you what.
wool's okay for
Yeah,
you. Wool?
whatever you think
I-
would look
I mean,
best.
Bring off all their shields and all their armor.
What
And
was it?
each
What was it? A massive.
Army. Okay.
He had
And
Which
each-
brings
and
us
each,
finally,
like,
finally,
cohort of the
to the
soldiers
point
has
where
their
we
own red
actually
banners.
meet
They're all
the army.
fluttering in the air, and then they're all marching closer and closer, and then you hear one horn sound, and then a moment later you hear 100 horns all sound at once, and they all stop marching on the exact same beat, and they all shift in their armor and sit perfectly still.
All right, so it's a big army. It's a
Somewhere in the rear,
super,
there's
super big
a
army.
yell.
Lots and
Yeah,
lots
50
and lots of
yards
people,
wide
lots
is
of
made to
horses.
the soldiers to the left and to the right, and to the very last horse is this large black, almost like Clydesdale size horse.
war horses?
But instead of having a mane and tail, the mane is made out of fire and the tail is flame.
my
and there's
gosh.
flame coming from his feet. And the rider on top is all dressed in black armor, and he gallops, or not gallops, but prances
to kill him.
slowly up to the front of the gates and comes up halfway between his army and the front gates with a couple of his men.
Is it within arrow shot? Within range? Just
You
in theory. In theory.
I was thinking.
Way, and yet the voice seems to be right in your ear. And he yells out, "You old fork-tongued fey devil, do you yet abide within these walls? Come forth and parley with me." And then Alagoseth, you see her standing upon the top of the gate, the gatehouse, and you hear her voice, which sounds soft and weak compared to this voice that seems to be magically projected. "And who might you be that rides to our door with fire and death? Have your eyes guarded these lands for so many centuries that they turn dim? I am Theod de Kos, death-soaked, general of the West Horde, servant of the great Delagroth. But you might remember me better as Almuth. I have returned to fulfill my oath and bring these lands under my protection." And Alagoseth replies, "This city has never fallen, and the people within these Wilmelsdorf are noble. They will stand against your horde for their dying breath. Do you not know who I am? I have conquered 100 countries. I have 10,000 creatures under my control. I will bury your city in the corpse of my men if I have to conquer your city." And then he turns his steed and gallops off behind his army.
This will be interesting.
What do you think it would take to get a horse like that? That's gonna be
Be a
mine
servant of
someday.
hell?
It's gonna be mine.
It's a cool looking horse. I'm just saying. Shove that up old Tristan Nord. That'll shut him up. Right up in that bad boy.
Do you hear the sound? You hear the music? Just hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of orcs coming up. And they have their face painted half red. And some of them they're all chanting, and some of them are carrying ladders, and some of them most of them are carrying axes. And all of a sudden they start marching towards the wall at you guys. This is your section. These are your towers and your... I drew a trebuchet.
So every section has.
So this is your section,
Okay.
and then over here's another section. Over here's another section.
Okay.
So this is our ballista.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Come on, guys.
Desmond would just like to try to rally the men around us, at least, and give them some encouraging words, if he
Yeah.
can, and just say, "Men, we will stand together. We will fight back this tide, and we will go down in history as heroes of Wormelsdorf.
And they all cheer, huzzah!
You all celebrate the day that Desmond led you to victory."
Huzzah!
Okay. It got weird.
Can can Jandar man the ballista?
Not me. I've had
So
terrible
it takes
rolls
an action
today.
to load it,
Okay.
an action to aim it,
Okay.
and an action to shoot. But more than one person can help. So
So, like, one of us could load it on our turn, one of us could fire it on our turn,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
The walls.
Oh, so wait a minute. This is the inside. This
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
outside.
yeah.
Okay.
We're facing
I thought
this
these
way.
were like tents. I got it. We're facing this way. That's why I'm turned wrong way.
No wonder you're not scared. You haven't seen them yet. What was that dude's name? Sorry, I missed some
Yeah,
of this.
that was. I was
his name-
listening
let me
and
see if
not
I can
writing
write.
it down.
Theo de Cos.
Theo de Gas.
De Cos.
De Gas?
You got it,
The Goth?
Andrew.
De Cos?
Theo
Yeah.
de
Okay.
Gas. Theo.
Is it Theod or Theo?
Theod.
Theod.
Death-soaked.
Death.
General of the West Horde.
Death.
Servant of Great Delacroix.
Okay, we get it. This guy's a seriously bad, scary guy.
See the flaming horse from where we are? Can we like see?
Or
Is the
he
horse
was,
like
like,
on fire?
Smokes from
So-
1,000 fires or
I was gonna
obscuring
say,
the
like,
star.
so, like,
Two ogres.
Can you speak in your mother tongue
I didn't have
to
time.
the fighters? Tell them to this battle
know if he
is lost.
speaks
Tell them
Orcish.
I do
to
speak
join
Orcish.
our
Yeah, he
side.
does speak Orcish.
Yeah.
He said before.
I'm a little far away to talk to them right now, though.
I don't have.
The other guy could talk to us.
yes,
do you
but he was
mean?
magical.
Yeah, he has.
I suppose we should come up with some sort of battle
I
plan.
don't know how good of a
quickly.
camera
She's
woman
okay.
I am.
I think you're doing great.
I think we should save the ballista until.
I think
these are.
well, these are ogres.
Those are
so
ogres?
I think we should shoot ogres.
Okay.
Ogres.
They're all
Each-
orcs.
Ogres.
No, those are
Each pair of ogres
Oh.
are pushing
The
forward
orcs are back
large
there.
siege ladders that are on wheels.
Oh no!
That the
Oh.
Romans
So
made
this
or
is
Greeks may have constructed.
Basically,
I think we need to shoot the
the,
ballista.
the
So if you see on here,
We come up with an awesome plan where I'm going to shoot guys individually with my longbow the best that I can, and the rest of them are going to man the ballista and hopefully be able to take down some of the ogres that are pushing the siege towers towards the walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll high.
6.
plus 5.
It's 11. Yeah.
Alright, so you missed the ogre, but it does, the big metal arrow does strike into one of the supports of the tower.
Okay.
So you can roll damage and
Okay.
the tower will take some
Yeah.
damage. It's a big ballista.
Yeah. 6. Yeah.
Are you firing?
yeah, I'm gonna fire at
Yep, you guys have your partial cover.
over here. Okay.
Yeah,
Partial
from the
cover.
angle of it.
So
yeah.
what's that mean? Partial
He gets
cover.
plus 5 to his AC.
Yeah, so he's just.
So you gotta aim high, or you gotta roll high.
High,
Because
high.
the orcs are
I think I
4 plus.
6, so it's 10.
Alright, so your arrow just sticks harmlessly into the side of the siege tower.
Man.
Yeah, so.
So this is 10 feet, so they move.
Is that like a hill?
It was my bad artistic ability, that's what that was.
Because it kind of looks like the mountain peak.
And these guys
Oh, doo.
Oh.
Oh no.
all sprint up.
R?
Woohoo!
8,
8 plus 5. So,
13.
Which is not gonna hit.
Yeah, it's partial
Not much
cover.
better, I see.
Alright, so you also miss, but you do hit the tower.
Alright. Oh,
Whoa.
that's a 10, a 9, and an 8 for damage.
Yes. Well done.
27?
Me too. Me too.
I like necessarily rolling on the.
Never mind if I,
Oh my
Do
god.
it. Do it.
All 3 of the kids are standing out the window going, "Stop it! It's too loud. We're trying to watch TV."
Okay.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
So this was like one of the high points of the session because I hit the guy, number one. One, I had disadvantage, and he was also sheltered. And then I got the most points I could have with the dice I have for that weapon, which is a 12. I rolled an 8, and I could add 4 more to it. I was ecstatic.
What do you want me to tell you?
Then I got him. I killed him.
You didn't
said-
kill him.
Oh.
The arrow stuck into his shoulder, and he grunted.
No, I have
Or-
to be at 150.
Oh.
Round after round, we get attacked and take a little bit of damage, and we inflict only a little bit of damage as well. After about 4, maybe 5 rounds of battling, we've taken down 1 siege tower and 1 ogre. And the enemy is come closer and closer and closer to the walls. And we realized we haven't really rolled that well, and we haven't really prepared that well. We might be in some trouble now.
I'll tell her to come over to you.
Hey!
After taking a couple hits, I'm down to 19 health, which isn't bad, but Balthazar offers to heal me, which is really nice, and so we take the time to do that.
Leg really badly. These guys sprint instead of. They sprint instead of.
I think we should take down the tower.
I think we need to really take
Okay,
down the
yeah.
tower.
Load. Okay.
Loading.
Okay.
Loading, aiming, firing.
Okay. I'll shoot.
Shoot.
8 plus 5 is 13.
And
9 plus 6 is 15, and then 16 damage.
That's great.
Still standing.
Crap.
2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5.
guys.
These guys sprint, but they don't get
no.
another action.
Gosh.
So,
I feel like we had so much time to kill someone. It did seem like we had so much time. We had a lot of bad luck. We just couldn't get our hits, and yeah, now doesn't look so good. Doesn't look good at all.
me and
13.
It's good you got those out of the way. So you notice that there's more orcs lining up, and you can see with your elf eyes that there's some half ogres with more like with ladders on their back. They're not like these big siege ladders, but they're like portable ladders, and they're like coming to charge in.
Ladders! They have ladders! Everybody!
Ta!
They have ladders! We must get that tar I brought. The
just said tar.
My special tar.
All right, so you guys
We've got to get it ready and pour it on them.
an action.
How do we use tar?
You just
How
take it
close are
and
they?
pour it down the meticulations.
The meticulation.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use the 7. So 7 plus 5 is 12.
Well, since it's
Wait, what
so
did you
close, it's like
Yeah.
right in front of your
You
tower.
let me pick between what I rolled for inspiration and what I rolled.
You go to hit it,
Okay.
and it hits it,
Okay.
but you just knock off the top rungs.
Tar!
So, yeah, can I like pour
Pour
some
it down the
tar
tar
on these
holes.
guys? Do I need
Sure,
to
we'll say they're there.
we'll pretend they're there? I mean, are they close enough or should I wait?
Sure, you can use
Okay.
them now.
Okay.
All right, so you pour the tar down.
Yeah.
One of the 4 that you have.
Yeah.
All right,
What should I
Roll.
do?
roll 3d6s.
2, 4.
7.
It's kind of sad.
All right, so you pour it down, and you can't help but hit them because they're all
There.
down underneath, getting the ropes ready. And you manage to scold one pretty badly with the tar. The rest of them like get out of the way, and so you only hurt one badly. This ladder comes up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, gross.
And there's a roar from the orcs, and these orcs throw up a bunch of hooks, and half of them catch and something, half of them don't, and they start climbing up. But it's a tall wall, so they don't make it to the top. But
7 is 12 to hit.
12 will not hit these people.
Okay.
Do you have a bonus action?
Well,
I
you
used it to
used the
cast.
bonus action.
I used the.
I have a javelin.
Are you gonna do Dragonborn things? I feel like you guys have all these awesome spells that you were pulling out of your bags last round, and nowadays you guys are casting magic missile and throwing javelins. I mean,
Well, I'm waiting till they get. Well,
They
is
are
somebody
up
on the
there.
wall now? Okay.
now it's the time.
more time.
I'm going to turn into spider. I didn't realize they were up there.
Don't
I'm going to
hold
become a
yourself
giant. Ah! I rip and turn into a giant spider.
I
And
am
run up the ladder to fill their spots.
gonna run up here to these guys trying to climb up, and I'm going to tar them.
Do it. Are you just tarring guys with ropes?
Guys with ropes.
Yep.
Yeah, who's ever trying to climb up.
Tars. You have 1 bucket of tar left.
I thought that this tar would be more impactful.
Cast magic stone on 3 of my pebbles.
Oh, I
And I'm
like
gonna
this one.
Chuck a pebble at I guess the one that's there, sort of in the one that he wasn't attacking.
Ow.
I get this 12 plus 7 hurts from the seed.
I know.
Yeah, mine does too, but I
that's
stood for 8.5
3.
hours today, so I'm like,
8. That's 8. 8 damage.
Okay.
So
I'll take it.
yeah.
All right, so that's like one of the guys got hit with dragon breath.
Yeah.
So he's dead.
Nice.
Yay!
I knocked him in the head with a stone. I felt like Bilbo Baggins.
Jandar.
Janda,
Yes.
focus.
I'm
Oh no,
going.
he hits Jandar.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What is your health at?
My health's at 32.
Oh,
regened
that's
his
right.
thing.
Yeah.
And he does a total of 8 damage to you. And another one will run up and hit the spider.
Ah! Armor class is 14.
Alright, he hits you for 14 damage.
Ooh. Need to find
Alright,
Very
so as
strange
the orc,
thing, but-
as one of the ogres starts to climb this ladder, he, the one like half of it gives way because there's like 2 of them on there,
Yeah.
and you guys hurt it pretty badly. So this ogre like falls through the rungs that
Yeah.
you guys destroyed,
How much did I get
and
it
gets
for?
impaled on one of the
Oh, wow.
beams, and so
I hit
he
for 13.
kills himself by trying to climb this
I
ladder.
feel like here he's actually
Alright.
helping us out a little
One
bit
hits you for-
because I don't know if he really should have just fell off a ladder,
The one
but
hits
I'm really
you
glad he did.
for 7 damage.
Jandar's turn. He is once again going to take a strike at the guy in front of him. A natural 1.
Oh no!
Oh, your sword's gonna
Jandar
break or
slips in some
something.
blood, and he stumbles and he falls on his butt.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
it's
no.
not prone.
so shameful.
I'll target. Can I see the ogre climbing up?
Yep.
I'll target the ogre with
you
a
target.
stone because I think John already was attacking that one.
Yep.
Respectable. It
I
was
mean,
a
he was
respectable
already.
hit.
I mean, he already had enough damage to
Since he's
seem
climbing
as
the
if
ladder,
his arm
he has to
fell off.
Make a save to stay on the ladder.
Ooh.
He fails his save, so he falls off the ladder because you hit him.
Nice
Pretty good
stone
with the head.
throwing
Smacked him in the
there.
head.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's do it.
All right,
One more
one more.
turn.
All right, so they didn't attack yet, so now they're attacking you guys. All right, go ahead, Jandor.
Okay.
Jandar.
I attempt to hit this guy again. Oh my god. That's a 5 plus 7 is 12. 12. Which does not hit, I don't think.
After
16, yay.
That'll hit.
you
Plus
go.
5, so 21.
Yeah.
Okay, well it doesn't matter because you killed the guy.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Way to go, Spidey.
Arr.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to attack him with my sword, my long sword.
Ha.
So that's only 10 to hit. So I'm well, that was the session.
And I'm still alive.
I'm a little concerned for us since I've spoken to the DM. He did tell me he would do his best to make sure we don't all die. So I guess that's good news. I think that maybe he underestimated his enemy, the enemy, and overestimated us and our ability to roll good rolls. It's just the way D&D is. Some days you will just completely wipe out the enemy that's put in front of you, and the next day it's like the hardest thing in the world to just get a hit. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's super fun. I would encourage you, if you haven't played D&D yet, try it with people who have a genuine shared interest in doing it with you, and you'll be golden. It's a fun thing to learn how to do. Like, the whole process of learning it is fun, learning the mechanics and the role playing, and as you guys get better, your adventures will obviously be better too. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. That's always so encouraging. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so, because then you'll be able to watch more fun videos of us playing games. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.